The Real Mccoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real Mccoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he's made Kate Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Oh, that dinner. Impossible. Whew. Food that tastes that good's almost sinful.
Luke, you're a lucky man. And someday you're going to be a fat one.
I guess I am lucky. And speaking of luck, you ain't thinking about going into town to try to get even, are you?
No. I learned my lesson. From now on, no more poker, no more casino, no more dice, no more gin rummy, no more gambling. From now on, I stay here and get fat with you.
Did you hear that?
It's Rosemary. You think maybe it's time?
No, she's been mooing that way for 3 days now. Nothing's happened yet.
But she's 3 days overdue. I think we ought to question your grandpa.
Well, let's make sure first. You know, Rosemary, she's spoiled. She might just want company.
I think maybe she's not kidding this time. We better start thinking of names.
Just a second, Pepino. Don't get excited. Rosemary's had calves before. And...
Oh, Pepino, this is it. You stay here with Rosemary. I'll get Grandpa.
Luke, don't leave me alone.
Grandpa, where are you?
What's the matter?
What's all the hound about? What's the matter? There ain't no time to lose. Rosemary's ready. She's about to have...
Not in front of Hassie.
Grandpa, do you need some help?
You know, just stay in the house and keep the kids in here.
Is Rosemary having her baby?
You be careful of your language, young lady.
Grandpa, I just want to help. Can't I boil some water?
Yes, that's a good idea. And when it's ready, stay in the house and get yourself a bath.
Rosemary, control yourself. Wait for Senor Grandpa.
Grandpa!
I had to get my equipment, didn't I?
Grandpa, do you think maybe we ought to call the vet? If anything happened to Rosemary, you'd never forgive yourself.
I've been delivering calves for 35 years, and I ain't lost a cow yet.
Well, all right, but hurry up, will you?
All this hullabaloo about a calf being born. You don't see the bull paste on the floor, do you?
Pepino, I thought I told you to stay inside Rosemary.
Have a cigar.
It's all over?
I am very happy to announce that Rosemary just gave birth to a beautiful 52-pound baby girl. Both mother and daughter are doing fine.
Tina, I'm proud of you. Imagine you delivering a baby and you ain't even a policeman.
And my goddaughter, Pepinita Garcia McCoy,
Pepinita.
is no ordinary calf. She was born under a lucky star.
Lucky star? Well, how do you figure that?
This way, please. And keep your voices down. After all, she's been through a lot.
She is a beauty.
She sure is a big calf.
You should have seen the size of the stalk that brung her.
Ain't she cute? Oh, will you look at there? A star.
That's a lucky star. In Mexico, when a calf is marked like that, it's a sure sign of good fortune. Everything good happens. Plenty of rain, good crops, big families.
Must have been a lot of them calves born in Mexico.
Don't laugh, Senor Grandpa. You're gonna have good luck, no matter how hard you try and fight it. All you have to do is rub the lucky star. Well, good night, everybody.
Where are you going?
I'm going into town.
Oh, yeah, Pepino, you said you wasn't going to gamble no more.
Oh, tonight I will not be gambling. Just winning.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Where's my gun? Engines.
Sounds like the pigs is loose.
Why, there's Pepino.
Ay, mi
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
What are you doing?
I'm singing.
You better change your tune to Goodbye Forever, because you're on your way out.
I told you.
Look, one more note out of you, and I'm going to stomp your hat whilst the head is still in it.
Money, and
Pepino, you won all that money?
What did I tell you about the star on Pepinita's head? The Mexican section is bankrupt tonight. It was beautiful. I was gorgeous. I won more pots than there are rainbows.
Can't believe it.
$100 lovely dollars.
Well, don't that beat all?
Well, that's a goddamn fortune.
And you know what I'm going to do with it?
Well, I guess you can do most anything you want with $100.
I'm going to get engaged to get married.
Married?
To who?
To Isabel. I'm going to buy her an engagement ring with a diamond bigger than her father's nose.
All that money for a girl's ring?
If you know Isabel, you understand, Senor Grandpa. She's a princess. Well, buenas noches, everybody. A wonderful good night to you all.
$100.
Grandpa, maybe you ought to go out to the barn and do a little star rubbing yourself.
Oh, I did. Accidental like. Whilst I was bedding down the calf. I don't see no money coming into my fingers to pay off our bills with.
Senor Grandpa, I wonder if you'll do me a big favor. Take this money.
Take it?
Yes, and hold it for me. Otherwise, I might spend it or lose it. And don't give it back to me, no matter how much I beg you for it. Until I'm ready to buy Isabel a ring.
$100.
Well, I feel much better now. My money's safe in your hands. Once again, good night.
Good night,
Night,
Pepino.
Pepino.
10, 20. Barn, will you help me unload these feed sacks?
Oh, sure, Grandpa. Hey, chicken mash, grain, seed.
Well, it looks like you got just about everything we've been needing.
We sure did, and Gertrude's gas tank is filled, too. The first time in 2 years it's been above the 5-inch mark on the ruler.
How'd you do all this?
Well, come on, let's get them unloaded, son.
Grandpa, didn't Mr. Echo say we couldn't get no more feed until we paid what we owed?
Well, now that you mention it, he did. Come on, Luke, let's get this feed to the chickens before they're too weak to eat it.
Senor Grandpa, I've been looking for you.
Where you going to order stuff?
Well, I work real fast, done all my chores. I even polished little Pepinita.
Yeah?
And now I'm ready to go to town.
Well, have a good time.
Thank you, Senor Grandpa, but I need my money.
What for?
To win more money with.
Now, look, Pepino, this is the first time in your life you got yourself a little nest egg. Now, if I give you the money and you lose it, why, I'd never forgive myself.
But I'm in a hot streak. All that money's waiting out there in my friends' pockets and wallets and shoes and tamale cans. Besides, I can't lose. I just robbed Pepinita's lucky star again.
Now, there's another reason I won't give you the money. If you lost that money the way you believe in that little calf, why, you'd never have no faith in nothing no more.
Thank you, Senor Grandpa. It's kind of you to protect me.
It's all right, Pepino. I'm glad to do it.
But I want my money anyway.
Grandpa, why don't you give Pepino half of his money?
I'll settle for that.
No, Pepino, look, now, I made a promise, and I'm going to keep it. I'm only going to give you that money for you to buy a ring for Isabel, and that's it.
Please, Senor Grandpa.
That's my final decision. I ain't going to change it.
All right. I know you're doing this terrible thing to me because you think it's for my best good. But if you don't mind, go back to the barn.
Grandpa, how could you?
Well, I done it for his own good.
You done it for your own good.
What do you mean he done it for his own good?
Go ahead, Grandpa. Go ahead. Tell Luke why you really couldn't give Pepino his money.
Well, now, Kate Mccoys, head of the Mccoys, I'm ordering you not to tell me to tell Luke nothing.
Grandpa, why didn't you give Pepino his money?
Because he spent it, that's why.
Now, if and you don't mind, I'll do my own talking.
You spent it.
Sure, that's how he had the money to buy the feed and the grain in life.
Grandpa, how could you do a dishonest thing like that?
But it ain't like I was taking Pepino's money permanent. I'm just stealing it temporary. I promise I'm going to pay it back to him, every cent of it, with interest.
Grandpa, Grandpa, you're real good with words. You can twist them around and fold them over backwards. But it still ain't going to change the fact that you took Pepino's money. And you're not going to have a moment's peace until you find some way of paying it back to him.
All right. You finished?
Yes.
Then I'll thank you to leave me alone.
It's our pleasure. Sugar, baby, it ain't gonna do you no good to get yourself all churned up and upset about this.
Well, I just can't help it, Luke. I never thought I'd be ashamed of any member of this family. But, Grandpa, Stephen...
What a pretty sunshiny morning. And does that breakfast smell good? I'm as hungry as a flock of buzzards. Well, now, if you got something to say, why don't you just go ahead and say it?
Would it do any good, Grandpa?
Well, what had to be did, I done. And regardless of what you think, I done it for our good and Pepino's.
Now, Grandpa, you don't believe one word of that, and you know it.
Yes, I do. I couldn't sleep all night for believing it.
Good morning, everybody. Senor Grandpa, I would like to talk to you.
Well, maybe a little later, boy. I got a lot of work to do.
See, I just wanted to tell you that if you would have given me my money like I beg you from the bottom of my heart, I would be in big trouble right now.
How so?
But the game was raided last night, and all my friends landed in jail.
Well, you see there?
So I want to thank you.
Well, that's all right, Pepino. I guess that ought to prove to everybody that I seen my duty to you, and I done it.
I owe you my freedom.
Yeah, I guess you could say that Grandpa owes you a lot, too.
Sit down, finish my breakfast. Sit yourself down.
It just goes to show you. It isn't good to be greedy. I wasn't satisfied with $100. I wanted everything.
Well, now leave that be a lesson to you, Pepino.
See, all I want to do now is buy my Isabel the engagement ring.
What was that?
I go to town and buy it today. Before my friends get out of jail and we'll start the game again.
Well, now, Pepino, wait a minute. You got to propose before you get the engagement ring. How do you know she won't turn you down?
In my circles, no girl will turn down a man with $100 engagement ring.
Well, now, that's just what it means, see? You won't know whether she loves you or the diamond. What you gotta do is give her nothing. And then if she don't slam the door in your face, well, you know where you stand.
But I'm sure she loves me. Her mother told me so.
Well, now, boy, look. I better explain to you the difference between a single unhitched girl and a wife. And maybe when you know, you won't be so goddamn anxious to... Maybe we better go where we can talk in private, eh? Now, you see, I got an obligation to you. You ain't only a Garcia, you're a Mccoy. Now, me as head of the Mccoys and the keeper of your money, I have an important duty to you.
Senor Grandpa, I am in love with Isabel. I want to marry her. But I cannot do it without my money. My happiness, my whole future is in your hands. I'll keep myself busy on the field until I get your answer.
Well, Grandpa?
You know that Pepino falls in and out of love every chance he gets. I never figured he'd fall so far.
Well, Grandpa, the fact is that Pepino wants to buy that ring. And he wants to marry Isabel. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I'll use that money to pay our bills, and there ain't no way of getting it back.
Luke, it looks like we're going to have to talk to Pepino.
Amos, if I buy this beat-up old pal, who am I going to sell it to?
Well, I admit it's beat up and rusty and corroded, but the beauty of this here plow is it can't get no worse. Not now, darling. You go on right back in here. I'm talking business.
I'm sorry, Amos. I can't use a plow.
Well, I wouldn't sell it anyways now, but I got something in here you couldn't turn down. Now, this here disc, I won't even go let you see it, but since you caught me with it out here in the open, why, I'm willing to let it go.
I can't use it, Amos.
I can't play with you now, sweetheart. Why don't you just go on over there and practice learning how to chew on your cud?
It's a cute calf.
Yeah, she's a beauty, and she is. Say, take a look at the condition of this here now. It's been treated nice and a rich relative. We only use it on soft ground, never on rocky ground.
I got 40 of them standing in front of my place.
Well, then, here's my pride and joy. Did you ever see a pump like this one?
Well, not for 30 years.
It's a beauty. The motor's better than new. Wait till you hear how she runs.
What's wrong with that motor?
Nothing wrong with it. We keep it that way deliberate. It waters the trees and scares the blackbirds out of them at the same time.
I don't know where I could ever sell it. I'll give you $20 for it.
$20? Huh. I gotta raise a heap more than that. Pepino, darling, now, I ain't got time for you now. Now, listen here.
Amos, you need to raise a good-sized piece of money, huh?
Well, I need $100 real bad.
All right, I'll give you $70 for the pump and the calf.
Pepino? Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Say, how'd you like a house full of broke-down furniture? You keep it a few years and you'll be able to sell it for antiques.
Amos, the calf is the only thing I'm really interested in.
Well, don't you understand, Ed? There's some things a man just can't sell.
$85?
Absolute no.
All right. 100.
There you are, Senor Grandpa. ¿Cómo me dicen que usted usó mi dinero?
Say it in English.
I'm too mad to say it in English. Grandpa, how could you? If you wanted the money, why didn't you ask?
Pepino, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, it's no use, Grandpa. We told Pepino what you'd done, how you spent his money to pay our bills.
We had to tell him the truth, Grandpa.
How could you keep me from getting married with my own money that you already spent?
Oh, you come to see me about your money, did you?
There he goes, making excuses again.
Well, Pepino done thought it over, and I decided to give you your money so you can buy that ring and get yourself married.
It's a trick. I know it. I know it. It's a trick. My money. He didn't spend it. Thank you, Senor Grandpa. I knew all the time you wouldn't do what you did to me. Now I'm going to go to the barn and rob Pepinita's star, and then I'm going to go and propose to Isabel. You're all invited to the wedding.
Grandpa, where did you get $100?
Hmm?
The money. Where did you get it?
Oh, what difference does it make?
It's impossible to raise that much money.
Police! Call the police! Call the sheriff. We've been robbed.
Robbed? Of what?
Somebody stole Pepinita. I called the police. And they catch the man who did this. I won't let them put him in a nice, safe jail. I'll choke him to death with my own calluses. Anybody who steals Pepinita don't belong on the face of this earth. Hello, operator! Operator!
Hold it, Pepino. Grandpa, is that how you got the money?
What are you talking about?
You sold Pepinita, didn't you, Grandpa?
Yeah, Ed Bailey. It's the only way I could get Pepino's $100 back to him.
How could you? That's like selling one of our own family.
Pepino, you're entitled to get married and have a wife and family and happiness. But I had to get your money to you some ways. Now, if I could have sold myself instead of Pepinita, why, I'd have gladly did it. But I ain't worth nothing.
What's Grandpa doing now?
He's just sitting there rocking. He hasn't left his chair all afternoon.
He sure misses that little calf awful deep. I do too, kinda.
Well, what's done is done. There ain't nothing we can do about it.
I know.
Mi Pepinita, vente, mi Pepinita, conmigo a vivir. Vente, mi Pepinita, vente, mi Pepinita, conmigo a vivir aquí. Ole.
Pepino, what happened? What are you doing with little Pepiniti?
She's mine now. I bought her back from Senorette Bailey.
Well, I thought you went to propose to Isabel.
I did propose to Isabel. I proposed we start our life with Pepinita instead of a diamond ring.
What happened?
Her mother said no.
Well, what did Isabel say?
She didn't say anything. Just slammed the door in my face.
I'm awful sorry, Pepino.
See, me too. My heart is broken. But you know what they say? The best way to forget a woman is to find another woman.